Okay, game
you-
2, let's
yeah.
go. We've got 3 defensive spells, so if the game manages to go past 10, we could see quite a long one because there's no like game ender for 11 or 12.
Yep.
There's no all-out assault or press the attack or something like that, you know? And we see Brad has decided to go with Greed this time, but he has still got the Peewee. So very good rolling ability there from Brad.
He had greed last game too.
And Lisk has... I think Lisk locks in Zeus. I'm pretty sure that's his
Yeah, he does.
strategy at
He
the moment.
does.
But he also
he
has the
shouldn't-
Peewee.
Yeah.
So Dev Hack's
Yeah, and he
confirmed.
has a safe egg and Millennium, so it's a really good roll.
A really good roll, yeah. But I wonder if he still wants to go for the Zeus. So Schisgebabb, the first person to lock in his roll, he's got a Harpy roll. What do you think about that? So he's got the Buckler, which is a very cheap frontline tank. It can work, but then his only other tank really is the Boar. So it's going to be quite difficult to fit that in the early game.
Yeah, it's not a great Harpy roll, but he didn't have a great roll in the first place.
Yeah. It's not a terrible one either.
No.
Okay, so a King Up sent into the Green Devil of Atom Cruise, which is free workers for him.
Yeah. I'm still disappointed that Lisk starts Zeus and doesn't pick the egg.
No, he didn't take it at all.
Really sad. Yeah. That is
having
really
said
sad.
that, if he thinks he can win the game on 9 again, then why not, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So Atom Crew is taking the worker lead, being the only player pushing up to 5, but obviously because he got the 20 on 1 here.
Yeah.
Schisgebabb with the Buckler opener is really vulnerable on wave 3.
Yeah, he will have, what, a Harpy and potentially an Infiltrator, so I think he should be fine.
Yeah, Infiltrator or Steed, I suppose, is his play for wave 3.
Oh no. Oh, why are you splitting though?
Yeah, the split.
Ooh, and why are you king-upping him again?
Well, that's just 3 workers into a Green Devil. He needs to push 6 now.
He can push 7 workers actually, and I don't like him sending the Lizard now. He could have just waited and got a Fiend in income. Yeah. Unless he wants to send double Lizard, but I don't know if double Lizard is really good against Zeus.
I think double Lizard is pretty good because it should kill it quickly, right? If both Lizards focus the Zeus, it dies fast.
It depends on how Lisk will build, so let's see.
Well, he can definitely afford it if he wants to. Lisk does have a veteran though, so he's pretty safe here. He has a veteran and another Peewee. Like, he's really strong on this wave.
Yeah, but the stuff to tank is really far back, so the Zeus will take a lot of aggro, so I'm not sure. Maybe the double Lizard is enough to snipe the Zeus early.
It depends if they both focus him. If they do, I think he leaks. If they don't, he doesn't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they're both on the Zeus.
I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, this is not good for Lisk. He built the veteran too far back.
With that small Peewee, I think he might be okay. Or at least he's going to clear up all the frogs.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay. And Brad is actually killing the Brute in a reasonable amount of time, unlike you.
Brad's gonna hold. Yeah.
So he's holding.
I would have leaked hard. Lisk is completely fine. He's happy to leak a single frog and 2 lizards against an 80 send on 3.
Yeah.
I've got to say though, Brad kind of did that to him, right? Like, you don't king up. Okay, you can't help if you king up a Green Devil on 1 because you don't know what they're playing. But if you do it again on 2, that's just killing your teammate, right?
Yeah. Why does Schisgebabb not have placed any Harpy so far? Okay, 1 now, but still, this is... He has no pierce damage for this wave, and Lisk is sending him... I hope he's sending the 60. So... not so happy with his decision making so far.
He is sending the 60.
Okay.
Another lizard to Lisk, but he should be fine with this. He's definitely fine with this, in fact.
Yeah, he even boosted his Peewee.
Yeah.
So, I think you have to show that, given their team name.
So he needs to go 7 workers now. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Get the boosted Peewee up on screen. Well played, Lisk.
Yes.
Yeah, easy hold for him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind him doing 8 workers here and just being really aggressive, but it looks like Lisk seems to enjoy playing quite safe. We saw that in the last game as well, but obviously it paid off for him. And a small leak against Schisgebabb in the third lane. Only 25% though, so he's fine with that. And Schisgebabb also on 7 workers now.
Yeah. He'd be in trouble if Lisk pushed 8 workers and went for like a big resend on 5, I think.
Yeah, he has very low damage on wave 5, and Lisk is resending.
Yeah,
But
but
the problem is he won't get a second turtle.
Yeah. Exactly, and this is where I would have gone 8 workers and just kept the pressure really high and probably leaked 5 myself, but it doesn't really matter if you can get your opponent really big.
Yep. He is getting a resend, but he's going to be fine against a lizard and a snail.
Yeah.
Schisgebabb is playing quite risky, only 400 value, so I think 2 dragon turtles would have leaked him quite nicely. 1 though,
yeah,
I'm not sure. Although his infiltrator somehow taking a lot of aggro. It is behind his royal guard, but it died really quickly.
Yeah, this is the baiting positioning to the left and half a square down from the tank. This will always kill your unit that is there.
Yeah. And yellow is going to
for no reason. Yeah.
So he would have leaked really hard against 2 dragon turtles, and it looks like teal's leaking very small as well, maybe just 1 or 2 scorpions.
Yeah, this is not good for them. This is really not good for them.
And Brad is holding. That was a fairly big send against him.
Yeah.
And now we see everyone on 8 workers apart from Atom Cruz, who's staying on 7.
And he's doing the Ashton strategy, which is the lizard army from wave 3 onwards. Just send lizards every wave.
Yeah. And against another player it would probably work, but Lisk is playing really safe.
Yeah.
So he's going to build up to 600 value here. Unless he wants to shift from Millennium on 7, which I think is a pretty good play.
Yes, but why not place the Growl to do the shifting? I mean...
he does. He does.
He's just not sure where to place it, so he will probably place it at the worst possible spot, because whenever I think for 25 seconds, then I place it at the worst possible spot.
The panic. So his Zeus is tanking both lizards here. So I want to watch this Zeus and see whether or not it dies, although it's only tanking the lizards. So it will die, but not too quickly. The thing is, that's all of his damage, so as soon as that dies, he will leak.
Yeah, because he has 2 veterans for some reason, instead of 1 veteran and 1 consort, which would have been way better.
Yep. And he's not going to kill another Rocco, so his veterans even attacking separate units here, which means he's guaranteed to leak. And a big leak on Brad as well. So some return damage now from Torsten. This is going to do a fair bit of king as well.
Yeah. This is the moment where you just yell out wave 6 focus in anger, usually.
If only there was someone in this game who could do something about focus algorithms, you know?
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Okay, a big wave 7 send coming out now from boosted Peewees. So we've got double Brute going into the Royal Guard build from Schisgebabb. And I think he's going to really struggle. I mean, he's got 240 gold, but what can he build here to protect him? He's going for a Sky Queen, which is good damage, but he needs some frontline. Otherwise, the Sky Queen's useless.
Yeah. I mean...
Atom Cruz is solid here, though, so I think he can cover. And it's a 180 send against Tom Cruise, but it's not ideal. Like, the mole does nothing really against the deep coiler.
Yeah, but he has Deep Coiler and the Serpent, which is
He
like
does.
the ultimate anti-combo on wave 7.
Yeah. So
But
for
at least
anyone
the
in chat
Serpent
who
did die early.
the Serpent at least tanked, yeah. For anyone in chat who doesn't know, if you have a Coiler and a Serpent like this, they attack the same units on 7, and the Serpent basically does 0 damage because the Deep Coiler already 2-shots the wave and 1-shots the small blobs. So the Serpent is effectively doing 0 damage.
He is holding though, because he has 850 value.
Yeah. But he's not going to hold much in the mid. And I think if that 90 gold was spent into anything else, like a stack, a couple of stacks on his cat even, he would have held pretty well, right?
Yeah, he would have probably full covered.
Yeah. And Brad is leaking 3 tiny little blobs.
Yeah.
So some more king damage.
Yeah, yellow will fall behind now. Schisgebabb will fall behind. This is just two long saves without really getting too much damage, and leaking yourself is troublesome.
And more sends coming out now on 8. I mean, this has a chance to work. Lisk has a Millennium, so he's a Millennium and a Zeus, so his DPS isn't great on wave 8. But he does have 2 veterans and 3 Peewees, so in terms of tank, he's got very high value. It looks like he's shifting 95 gold, which does make the send that much more effective.
Yeah. Brad just finished re-rolling in time, 3 seconds before the wave started.
Nice.
So.
And Brad as well, close. Mostly impacts DPS. His only pierce really is 2 consorts.
Yeah, no, I expect Brad to leak.
It looks
I'm
like
not sure about
Lisk as well. Although this split damage now is pretty good. Very, very good, in fact. His Zeus is going to survive.
Yeah, no, he's holding then.
That's perfect split damage.
Oh no, he's not full holding, but...
Yeah, that was a very lucky focus there on the Zeus and the Millennium, though, because he was about to leak like 50-60%.
Yeah. But the problem is that Schisgebabb and Atom Cruise both are not good on 9, and there will be like
they
a
both have
260 cent
yeah.
on both of them.
And how can they hope to hold? So Atom
Orchid
Cruise
and
has
Boost.
Wanderers or Soulgate, which are both pretty good on wave 9. And Schisgebabb, I guess, has to go for the boar, right?
No, Orchid and Boost. Orchid, Boost, and 2 thingies, and they should have sent for income.
They should. They're doing king ups, which is okay.
Yeah. The problem for Atom Cruise is that even though Wanderer and Gate are both good for 9, they are really bad in conjunction with Coilers, because you want like big tanks.
Yeah.
Because this makes it, you know.
The problem with
the Coiler
Wanderers
gets sniped.
Yeah, the Wanderer dies, and then everything finds a new target, and that new target's going to be the Coiler.
I mean, if they somehow hold here, then they are ahead in terms of money. But
that Serpent is already dead, and now the Deep Coiler is taking aggro. But it looks like he's only tanking the Ogre, which is pretty good for him, you've got to say. That Ogre's keeping it away from the Wanderers, keeping it away from the cat. I mean, sure, it's going to kill his Coiler, but it tanked it for a long time.
Yeah, I think they will survive the King League, but it's still a lot of gold for...
It's a lot of gold, it's a lot of damage. It's going to take them down to 20% or so. This is one full HP Ogre here.
This is super close to being GG. Like, Ogres deal a massive amount of damage on the King.
Yeah. He needs to kill this Ogre quickly. He does. Okay, so they live. But look at the workers. The workers are telling a different story.
Yeah, but...
I'm not sure about these king ups, though.
Yeah.
I feel like those king ups might just give their opponents a chance to get back into the game.
Well, it just plays like Lisk and Brad both. They have like 39% king HP, which is really, really low. So one mistake and you just die, even though you're ahead.
Yeah, true. So they just don't want to risk it. They are committing to going late game by doing that, though.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, judging from rolls, I would say... I mean, Lisk has a good late game roll. He has Millennium, and you don't really need more than that. He even has White Mane, so... It's good.
Brad's is okay, but not great.
Yeah.
And he's already used his reroll, hasn't he?
Yeah, he just rerolled.
So we see Team Torsten is still saving. And I guess Wave 12 looks pretty appealing against those Millenniums.
Definitely does.
Oh, the White Mane. What do you think about the White Mane this early on?
I don't like it.
It looks very shiny, but that's a lot of gold invested into buffing only 2 units.
The biggest problem is that you have to expect a Ascend on Wave 12 now. I mean...
Yeah, the Ascend is definitely coming on 12.
And what are you getting as Lisk? You're getting a Ghost Knight. So... what do you do against a Ghost Knight? It's not a White Mane.
So I expect them to just income and king on Team Peewees.
It's the correct play to just income king here.
And it should be a Ghost Knight from both players, I think, on Torsten.
Yeah. Oh no, Atom Cruise! No, don't do this to me!
Oh no, there's the other pack as well. That could so easily have been a Ghost Knight. They both had enough to send Ghost Knights. Oh no, that's a misplay. The Ghost Knight would have crushed him, I think.
Yeah, Lisk is 100% dead to a Ghost Knight. Against Brad, I might even have liked a Centaur more, but he didn't have the Lithium, so
yeah.
Ghost Knight. Ghost Knight is definitely the right play.
Well, Lisk has 2k value, and Brad also has 2k value. I'd like to see them put their remaining Mythium into King spells.
King! No, don't send King! Ah! Why?
That's like the only way they lose, right? is by not having a 4 King.
Why does Lisk not have any boosted veterans?
Yeah. He's very tanky. And as we all know, Millenniums and Doomsdays are very good on Swift Waves.
Just ask Brian Mason, who will tell you.
Of course. So an easy hold from Brad. And Lisk is going to leave for only small.
Yeah. Brad just had too much value.
Yeah. Atom Cruise has a Hellgate already, by the way, with Hero.
Yeah. But he has no aura for it, so it's not as scary as it could be. And he doesn't really have great tanks, so it's not game over even if he's crazy.
A big hold from Brad, though, which keeps them in the game. This one's actually turning out to be closer than expected.
Yeah.
Brad with a nice worker lead, though, and now we see the King Ops coming out from Torsten on the right-hand side. So they've maxed regen. They already have nearly full spell. The problem is they've decided to do that 3 waves later than Lisk and Brad did, which means their King's just going to be that much lower HP.
Yeah. But Brad and Lisk are playing it very risky. I mean, like they play super safe in the early game, and now suddenly they push a crazy amount of workers.
Yeah, I guess they're going for a kill. When do they want to end? 14, I guess.
15. This is a 15 cent. 14 is
decent too. I think 14's... They're both good because Schisgebabb has those orchids, and obviously the bucklers are worse on 14 than they are on 15. And the same with the Hellgate over on Atom Cruise. So they both have some things that are better on 14, some that are better on 50. But it looks like they are going for 15. So we see, and it's going to be a huge send as well. They both have well over 300 Mythium already.
Yep.
I guess they should finish their king ups.
No, they finish it for 15. It's fine. If you do it now, you give Brad and Lisk even more push. You don't want to do it now, I think.
Yeah, you do. That's true. Well, they made the right call because Schisgebabb added an Orchid here, and Atom Cruise added a Soulgate. So they read the 15 send pretty well, I think, and they've built for 15 instead of 14.
Well, if they really read it, then Atom Cruise would have gone for 2 Orchids instead of a Soulgate. So.
Well, Hellgate is pretty sweet on 15. Like the magic damage minions do crazy high DPS.
Yeah, but it's not that good.
Krakens coming out. What do you think about the Krakens? They look very cool with the Kickstarter skins.
Well, against Orchid and... Okay, he's not going for Orchid, he's going for Hellgate. I don't like it. But against the Shurikens, it's really, really good. So it's the correct send in my mind. I don't understand why Schisgebabb and Atom Cruise aren't sending. Like, you're expecting...
Yeah, he needs to full boost, and they both need to finish the king as well. And pray.
Yeah. But why don't you send? Like, the send is obviously coming here, so you just send for income and then finish king.
They're not even doing the king, I don't... Maybe they just feel they need to take a risk. If it works, if it pays off, I think they can probably kill Brad and Lisk on 16. But they still need to live through 15 first.
Yeah. And the Kraken is just not dying. Atom Cruise. This is the...
Yeah, I mean, he's going to leak full HP boss for sure.
Yeah, but his mate is doing really well.
The problem is, they've only got 7 king attacks. Like, it wouldn't have even been expensive for them to finish the king here. They could have just spent 60 Mythium each to be that much safer.
Yeah, and they'll just die now. This is not...
Yeah, it wasn't worth.
Yep. I think if they just go income king, they live and they can play it for the late game.
They've got decent late game as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's game.
Yeah.
GG.
Well, GG.
Congratulations to Brad and Lisk for taking a decisive 2-0 in the first game of their Diamond Division bracket. So that's well played by them. I think Torsten played pretty well themselves, though. Like, this second game was really close.
Yeah, they played well. The second game, they played really well. I mean, some decisions were a bit questionable, but they did make it very close after being behind early.
Yeah. And they probably would have lived. Well, they definitely would have lived if they income and kinged here.
Yeah.
They'd have had that much more gold to build for 15. They'd have had a stronger king for the leaks that did get through. And yeah. But well played. Well played, Lisk and Brad. Congratulations. A well-deserved victory.
Absolutely.